So Slick Talk came back very quickly. He's like, okay, Casper Sharp, before we wrap up that 100,000, hey, Baba, I know how this thing works. You're going to make a lot more money than 100,000 rand. I want more. I want 50,000 rand for medical costs. It's like he knows they are going to absolutely bamboozle him. He wants insurance. when I leave here, I need the ambulance to take me.
Oh, man.
I need the ambulance to take me to the private suite at certain clinic.
Event that happened this past week, which was Sipho coming stone last on Come Dine With Me SA on his episode where he decided to kick off his starter with
chicken feet. Representing the HOOD.
Saying what up to the masses.
I cooked what I like. Now, people always say, look, advise against it. Do not cook chicken feet on the show. It is not a big hit.
Yeah.
You never know who's going to come to your house. You know, those guys are very smart. They know who they put you in.
Yes.
So, of course, they check your menu and then they're like, and they're going to put you with Miss Cosmo because Miss Cosmo told them, I don't like traditional food. So they like to stir up a little bit of something. Dramanyana. It's TV at the end of the day. It's entertainment. But I don't regret my choice. The only thing I regret is all that garlic.
Hey, he literally laid it on thick on that mushroom, okay? He said it was a stuffed mushroom, but it wasn't stuffed, it was just garlic and then the mushroom and then...
When you see the cameras,
You interrupted the garlic with the mushrooms.
It was a tricky one, but...
Let me tell you something. I cooked up that part of my meal. I'd never made that before. I don't know why I even did that. I have no idea why I used those
When
mushrooms.
in doubt, garlic.
That's never the right
When
thing
in
to
doubt,
do.
I said 3 tablespoons of that garlic. Yeah, we're like, are you sure, my brother?
It was just tricky all round. The only thing he got right was his dessert, which was the cheesecake.
I make a mean cheesecake, and I'm gonna make it for you guys.
And I don't understand how you guys allowed that crook to win. Langa warmed up his whole meal. He went to the mall. He literally went to Woolworths. Everything stop. He plated it and he won.
I get it. It looked aesthetically pleasing. That's the thing. It's entertainment, like you were saying.
Absolutely.
You know? Exactly.
And to his credit, he played the game. You know what I mean? I can't be mad. He played the game. I can't be mad at the player.
But you got played.
We got played. We definitely got played. You never know what's happening in the background, right? All you know is what you're seeing at the table.
True.
So he got, and I almost caught him out. But then he answered, he dodged the question. So I was like, there's a lot happening when you're cooking at that time. So you just gotta keep it pushing.
Anyway, back to what we do here on the POPcast, which is speaking about music, speaking about pop culture and entertainment. There's a lot that's shaking up the industry, and I think the biggest thing that we've kind of seen from 2020 to 2021 was how Amapiano's come in hot and fast. Hip-hop is shaking, but we're also still trying to stand on our 2 feet. A lot of people are also trying to move over, test the ground, see how they can be creative with their music. Makwa has been teasing about possibly releasing hip-hop as well as Amapiano music. And there's a lot of people who are sitting back and saying, is this the right direction? Stogie T is also kind of reflecting on Amapiano. How are you guys feeling about it? Especially you, Sheikh, because you're like, die hard, hip-hop till I die.
Yeah, look, I'm all for hip-hop. I've always been, you know, and I'm not even mad at artists, or DJs coming from sort of a hardcore hip-hop background, and moving across to piano or anything else for that matter, because at the end of the day, it's music, it's entertainment, and we're not married to hip-hop, guys, we're not married to anything. We're married to music, to the culture, to the art. I only get mad when people don't necessarily do things to grow, what they love, to feed the art, to entertain the masses, and to pour their hearts out into something. That's when I get like a little,
Yeah.
But if you decide to become a piano DJ, I was like, yo, I'll even come to your gigs, dog. I'll be in the front. It's Cosmo, So I mean, that's that from my perspective. I mean, I see Reason is doing it. He's doing it big. I mean, I'm all for that.
I think I kind of get what Sheikh is saying as well. I think what's most important is for people to be good ambassadors of things that they love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we really, really want at the end of the day. You can shift and do whatever you want. You can do R&B music. You know, people's passion is their passion. You never really know, you know? People want to do, maybe are in music, but they really love cooking. Maybe they really love sports. So whatever it is, I think it's important that I think one thing that hip-hop maybe has missed wasn't so much the guys participating in it, but as being great ambassadors of the actual art.
Because they have
standing up and say, oh, no, I'm doing hip hop. It doesn't matter how banging a piano is.
Yes.
I do hip hop, I love it, and all I need to do is double up on my efforts to make sure that I represent my culture and I represent the people that are, you know, that have been rocking with me all this time. If Sheikh tomorrow started DJing on my piano, it's not like, you deserting now. We have to look like, has he been a good ambassador for hip hop when he was rocking with hip hop? Judge people on when they were pushing they pushing that thing properly?
Yes.
And were they being, because people who are into Amapiano, who are original Amapiano DJs and Amapiano artists, they rep their shit.
Yeah.
They rep their people. And anybody who wants to come into their genre, I'm sure they're like, you come up here and rock with us, but like show us respect. And then show the people that are rocking here respect because they actually love this shit.
Correct.
And that's all it is. You just gotta, you know, see what you love, find yourself in that position and kind of fly the flag. This thing of crying here, sell out. No, just do you.
No,
stick to your own lane. Do what makes you happy. And if you wanna be creative, because that's what being a creative is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Playing around with different types of music. So shout outs to those who are doing it. Like Sheikh said, will be there at the front supporting.
Yes, sir.
People we also need to support at the front who are also taking this thing internationally. As you've seen, Major League is actually going to be hosting an event in London in May.
Brixton.
Yes, the O2 in Brixton.
Yeah.
Apparently, the venue is obviously amazing. I think it takes about 5,000 to about 8,000 people.
Yeah, some of the world's greatest artists perform there. I mean,
imagine. So taking it to the world. And again, also artists who were doing hip hop and now have decided, you know, let's kind of take this piano thing to the world. And hey man, all we can do is applaud. Somebody else we're also applauding for taking things internationally, Black Coffee, Grammy nominated.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
What I love so much about this nomination is that it's not in that best African what category.
Where they are Arbazam.
Yes, Arbazam. They always just stick us there in the corner.
Yeah.
This one is best dance album.
This is clean.
He is competing with the world's best.
Absolutely great for Black Coffee. I mean, it was inevitable, right? His career has always been headed directly to that. He's been very focused on making sure that he has his international stamp. And what helps about being able to go outside and tour is that you get onto these platforms where you get nominated amongst your peers.
Yes.
Not put into the corners where they're like, Africa does something. You know that?
Donation.
Speaking Spanish, Nigerians, Swana. They put us all in one bunch and they say just something for you guys. Nah, he's definitely making it on main stage Grammys, and I hope he brings it home, man.
I believe he really will. I think you know, just a little background on that. I mean, I used to travel quite a lot with Anatii, you know, over the past 10 years. So to watch him sort of, you know, progress and actually get here. I mean, the guy was literally DJing in coffee shops. You know, go support the guy. Literally, you know, he's playing in a bar, you know. So he really built it. The legitimacy of this nomination is, you know, it speaks volumes.
Yeah,
you know, it's really, really
That's the interesting point that you're also making about him, because when you were touring with him in South Africa, he was really a dope DJ, nationally known. Just like when Trevor Noah, when he left.
Yes.
I'm saying Trevor Noah had released 3 specials. He was the biggest thing in South Africa.
Correct.
He hit the ceiling. He was the biggest star. And then he went to London, but he started doing small shows. He was performing in bars. Because that side they didn't know him.
Side
he
shows.
built himself up. If you hear about his work ethic and how he got there, and he tells you, I used to do 6 shows a day. I'd wake up and do a breakfast somewhere, and then I'd do something at lunch, then I'd do something around tea time, then I'd do something at 11 p.m. set. The entire day I'm just working, spreading my name.
100%.
So for him to rise up and get noticed in America, that didn't just come from him saying, oh, here's a South African superstar, let's shoot him up to American superstar. You have to, outside there, they don't know you so well, and you have to grind it out. And it's very humbling that people can do that.
Yeah, man. I think it's really dope for the guys and continue to keep shining. I think we need to also make people understand that these stories are important. You know what I mean? Because everyone just thinks overnight success.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's a backstory to it. So I think it's really dope that he is very deserving of this nomination. So we need to stand behind him. And even if he doesn't win it, doesn't matter. He'll forever be Grammy nominated. Okay?
Yesterday's prize is not
It's
today.
not today's prize.
Ask about it, okay?
And even yesterday's price, I got coffee. It's also another problem.
It was already a problem.
So I don't even want to know today's prices.
All right, somebody who also kind of shocked us, who I thought had completely jumped off of the social media radar, decided to then come back and give us a live. Anatii?
Yay.
Yes.
I've been searching for him for, well, obviously not physically, but like I've just been like, I've been yearning. No, I've been yearning for him to come back and give us music, because Anatii is just somebody that I just feel like, so right now, if South Art needs something, if hip hop needs anything, it's Anatii.
Anatii reminds me of, he's got Kanye tendencies.
Yes.
He's got a lot of Kanye West type of tendencies. You know, he's like, he could dig himself in a bunker, you know, find out he's out there, go matatiele somewhere in a cave, cooking up beats, calling Keenan to come in a chopper. Yeah, they're having mass out there on a mountain or something, you know. But 100%, you know, he's definitely one of those guys that could come back. And I don't want to use, for lack of a better word, I don't want to say save hip hop. You know, it doesn't need saving, but you know, we always look forward to a Kanye release, just like I would really look forward to an Anatii release, you know? It's that kind of thing for me,
It's a culture reset. It's never a reviving of hip-hop. We just need a new direction, because there are those big artists, those big moments that kind of just take things in a different direction a little bit. And revive everybody. You know
Absolutely.
Because everyone looks out and be like, I see what Shake is up to. It's now inspired me to like get on my other shit. You know what I mean? And I think that's what Anatii might be able to bring into the game. He's a dope guy. He was live with Uncle Vinny. I jumped onto that live, but he was being all mysterious and like just
and he does that. It's like a smoke screen.
He's in the cave, guys. He's in the cave somewhere.
Oh man, talking about brand new music as well. Another album that's going to be dropping very soon, which we're all quite excited about, is Skanda World 3. The K-Izzo. And just to also kind of throw forward, we are going to be having KO on Pop Radio. So look out for that interview, because he dropped a couple of gems for me and Scoopy that you actually want to make sure that you check out. But yeah, the album is possibly on the way. And I think after everything that he's kind of been throughout his career, and also giving us S1, S2, and obviously just a couple of the singles, kind of World album as well, I'm excited to actually hear what he's going to do with this one.
I really love what the camp has really done. They've sort of, I think, rebranded themselves over the past couple of years, which is exciting, you know. KO's obviously been through a lot, like you're mentioning, you know, and I think it's so dope to see like an OG like him still like, you know, forging forward. Like the guy is definitely like, he's turning up. He's not slowing down, you know. From his camp to what he's trying to do with the, you know, the merch and everything. He's just, and it's exciting to see that, you know, with the brand, the camp. I know a couple of guys he's hired behind the scenes. So I know that, you know, the energy is right, the moves are right, everything is correct. So I really look forward to that album, actually. Definitely something.
Definitely, you know, my opinion about KO, and I expect, we spoke about this Skanda Republic album that he dropped with the guys. Always, the guy is in definitely, you know, tip-top shape. And he's always managed to keep himself in the conversation at a very high level. Not just, KO is there, saying something. No. KO is definitely competing at a very, very high level. The kids need to keep up with him.
No doubt. I mean?
And very, very relevant. And he's himself. You know, sometimes the older guys, you feel like, or maybe they feel uncomfortable because they feel like maybe they have to do what the young kids are doing. KO has always been able to set the pace and make sure that he stays true to himself.
Correct.
So definitely looking forward to see what he's going to give us with this offer.
Yeah, man. I'm quite keen, especially because of, you know, the one thing that I love about music is it's always fueled by experiences. And I think the past 2-3 years since the S3-2, I think we're going to hear a lot of the growth and a lot of the experiences, a lot of the emotions coming through in this album. I'm just so keen to actually hear what it's going to all come together and sound like. So big ups to KO. And of course, we'll be listening because, hey, man, we'll only review it next year. It won't be this year. So with that, we are going to get a little hot. We're going to get a little spicy with one of our favorite segments here on the Popcast. I hope you're ready for this one.
Hey, we'll see.
And you must be honest, because I know you can be honest, but no holds barred, ne?
I'm not shy.
Okay, sharp. We're going to get into our unpopular questions. And Sipho today has the questions. Typically, we have a hat, but, we decided to switch things up for the last one.
Imagine I'm dipping into a head right now.
Yeah, but he's only literally just gotten the questions now, so please.
All right, I'm going to pick a random number and just say 7. And who missed their chance to really give us great music this year?
Ooh. Missed their chance. I don't know if you can actually say people have missed their chance, especially if they've got all the time. They can give us music next year.
Don't worry about my future. My future not go nowhere. Not in Germany.
Geez, I don't know. Who might have missed their opportunity this year?
Missed? That question is kind of tricky though.
Yeah.
Because, are we suggesting that they released crappy music?
That's also...
where they should have delivered.
Exactly.
Is it one of those?
Yes, that's probably
where there was clear air, where it's like those is much music, you could have had an opportunity to, refer to people who are usually in the background, who maybe should have taken the chance.
You know what? Something just came to mind. Ne? Yeah. Keenan. Ne?
Yeah.
Super Soft.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah.
But it's Keenan.
Yes.
Man.
And I think that's also
we deserve better.
And I think that's where we were also coming from with that standpoint. When we heard it, we're just like, it's not that it's horrible. We just expect more. We expect better.
Yeah. No, I think it's horrible. I don't know why people keep saying this thing is just okay. And if we're going to stay on that topic, then somebody who did release music, who I thought probably should have done, especially when you look at the kind of music that came out the set, if we're talking about hip-hop especially, that entire project for me was just like, was a throwaway. It seemed like something to do just to do. Yeah. And you're right, Keenan is a really dope artist. We don't have to get into just how dope of an artist he is.
Exactly.
The proof is in the past, in the catalog, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So for him to do this felt playful to me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It was like, why bother if you're not going to put your effort into something really, really dope?
You're the guy.
Yeah, it was a moment for Costa more than it was for him, because Costa, on his come up, got to collaborate with these idols. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a dope year for him when he looks at it. And I guess he made the music that he usually makes. But for Keenan, it was, come on, man.
You actually gave Costa a compliment. Look at you. Sipho Ocholayo is actually someone who's got a good heart. I'm Jablena.
So soft.
Oh my
Super
God.
soft. Get some sport. Get some sport. Get some sport.
All right, let's get into another question.
All right, another one. Let's go. Can we take a minute to think about how an artist and how far they could go?
Ooh.
An artist who's probably maybe still bubbling under, on the come up, and see how far can this artist actually take it.
Okay. Who could possibly take it to the top? Geez, I think if anybody pushes themselves hard enough, they can definitely see how far in they want to take it. But I think the important thing for me, when you want to take yourself globally, you need to be able to be versatile, but also be able to kind of have a bit of representation of where you come from. Because one thing I've realized about taking things to the world is they need an identity from where you are.
Yes.
So if you sound like something that they've already got, then it just doesn't feel like it's connecting. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
and I think that's why Afrobeats does so well throughout the world, because it sounds like Nigeria. It doesn't sound like anything else. Yeah. That's why Amapiano's taking it to the world, because it doesn't sound like anything else.
Can't get it anywhere else.
So the one person who I am enjoying with his career, and I know people are going to be like, okay, typical. But I'm enjoying how Blackie is also playing around with different sounds, but not necessarily throwing away who he is in his essence and his sound. Because when he comes with the trap, he traps it out. When he wants to do love songs, he sounds amazing. He was on Amapiano features. He sounds clean. He's got his own Amapiano features on his own album. So I think that's the versatility that you want, that you can export to the rest of the world.
100%. I think you actually read my mind there. I was about to say, I can't think of anyone but Blackie, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible to see his come up. Extremely talented, extremely authentic.
Yeah.
You know, in my travels in general, when you meet people and you tell them, hey, I'm a DJ from South Africa. Oh, great, what kind of music do you play? Oh, okay, I play hip hop, you know? And they're very interested to find out what your repertoire is, you know, catalog, what do you do? You know, all of that. It has to sound authentic. The moment you play them something that sounds like an ASAP,
yeah,
or like, okay, but what are you giving us?
Yeah.
You know, is it a repeat or, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. And that is the tricky part with Blackie. You know, he does fit into the American mold very easily and sound like something that is out there. But I think about what he's done in terms of like songs like Kwenzekile.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so, he's authentically himself.
Yes.
And he still has that sound. So I'm like, I don't know what he could do with that to be able to propel himself to be that international star.
Yeah.
Who's going to be like, okay, we can recognize that you're African, even though you bring kind of like a similar sound that's very palatable to us.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'd want him to be the guy who takes it to the top and surprises us with breaking these molds where people are like, oh, we don't care that he sounds a little bit American sometimes or whatnot, because that's always the thing that annoys me about really dope artists sometimes in South Africa. We have your Nasty, and it's like, yeah, but Nasty doesn't sound like the guys in America.
Exactly.
I think Blackie is my guy who I hope he is able to take it to a real international market.
Yep.
Because he can fit into so many guys and feature on so many. When you think about dudes in Europe, he's right. He can be in that pocket. Dudes in Lagos, he can be in that pocket. In America, he can be in that pocket. He can mold into any type of genre. And I hope that he's able to be, the doors open up for him.
I think he's really going to take it to the top. And if his team is doing what they're doing right, I mean, we saw what he did with his PR tour throughout Africa. He went to Nigeria, he went to Tanzania, and they're already seeing the potential.
Yeah,
and they want to take him to the top. So, hey, man, all we can do is sit back and support it. You know what I mean?
Top, baby.
All right, with that, also still trying to wrap things up for 2021. What's your favorite release for this year?
This year?
There was a lot of releases, actually.
There were a lot, eh?
Yeah.
Favorite? You know what? I hate to, and just because we're talking about the guy right now, but it is Blackie.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, like I enjoyed him. I enjoyed the body of work, seeing the moves, everything. Like it got exciting to actually like get his music, and I'm actually playing it.
Yeah.
If there's one stubborn DJ, it's me.
Yeah.
Guys,
the most stubborn is Muchi.
I'm not going to play your shit if it don't bang.
Because also Milkshake wants to rap along. So if you can't rap along, it's a problem.
Dog, I will not play it if it doesn't bang.
Yeah.
Not because, so he should bangs and I play it. So it really is Blackie.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For me, it was also Blackie's release. I think the 2 albums that I've been playing on repeat. And also Youngstana.
Oh, yeah.
I've been back and forth. Like that album has also just it snatched my heart in another way that I actually didn't even see coming.
Yeah.
I won't lie. So yeah,
absolutely.
possibly one of my favorite releases.
I think not to drag the conversation too much, but definitely what you guys have just... I think my top 3 releases of the year have been Youngstana, Blackie, and I'm enjoying the Skanda Republic collab with KO Skanda World to end of the year. I think that's been a very strong end to the year, which gives us the promise of hip-hop. We still definitely have it in the genre and can definitely still compete if everybody just is themselves.
Yeah, man.
I think just to end off, I want to just throw in something very, very quickly before we go. Just before we go. Last week we spoke about this Casper fight with TikTok. We spoke about that fight.
I was supposed to be an announcer.
I was supposed to be an announcer there. I don't know if I've lost out on money now because these people don't know how to negotiate. I'm very, very upset. And I'm upset with everyone. I'm upset with TikTok. I'm upset with Casper. And hear about now. So TikTok came back very quickly. It's like, okay, Casper, before we wrap up that 100,000, hey, Baba, I know how this thing works. You're going to make a lot more money than 100,000 rand. I want more. I want 50,000 rand for medical costs. It's like he knows they are going to absolutely bamboozle him. He wants insurance. when I leave here, I need the ambulance to take me.
No, man.
I need the ambulance to take me to the private suite at Section Mediclinic. And it's going to cost me something, Baba.
The penthouse.
And that for me is the most hilarious thing, to ask for medical costs before the fact. And he wants 50,000 for...
But he didn't think about it, man. Now, if I was to get into a ring with Mike Tyson, I'm definitely passing out after like maybe 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Dog. Just one. He doesn't even have to hurt me.
Yeah.
I just need to because my bag is secured.
Slick talk when I obviously
Nahana.
But anyway, nonetheless, this is our final episode for this year. We will be back again in January. What we will be able to obviously just keep you busy with and for you to kind of enjoy for the rest of December is our pop radio episodes. As I mentioned, we did speak to KO. Got a hot episode with Young Stunner. Okay? Need to check that one out. So please, every Tuesday, we're still here. Subscribe, like, comment. A big shout out to our venue for today as well. We are out in Greenside Alta Bar. As you can see, don't nobody care what you think. So please come through, check it out. It's buzzing already, as noisy as it is. So we just want to give them a shout out to say thank you for having us for the shoot for today. And of course, enjoy December. See you in the new year.
Peace. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Muchi, and welcome to What Matters to Muchi. This week, what matters to me is live performances. You guys suck on stage a lot. It's like you're singing somebody else's songs. It's like you're hearing it for the first time. It's like you're me on stage. Hey, my brothers, my sisters, what are you doing? How come you guys put so much effort into your music? You're in studio, you're recording, you got the beats, you got everything. But as soon as you're naked on stage and it's time for you to have some stage presence and bring your music and your performance to life, you fail. I don't get it. It's like you don't prepare. You're not at home. It's a homework. Come, grab a remote, put it close to your face, look inside the mirror and start to perform. Do something. Think about your left, think about your right, think about who you bring. You brought all your friends, your brother, your sister, your cousin from Devon down stage with you. We don't want to see those people by the border. It's so annoying as a fan to go to a show, you're really excited to see an artist, and we understand that you guys travel and that you get tired and, keeping the energy up sometimes is a little bit difficult. But outside of the energy, just a thought process on how you're going to go through your 5 songs in the 20 minutes that you have on stage is appreciative to the people who took the time out to come see you. Everywhere that you go, there's somebody seeing you for the first time. There's a fan, you're in Limpopo somewhere where you tour maybe 3 times in a year, maybe twice, maybe once. And the people there are so excited to see you. And then you jump on stage and it's lackluster, you're drunk, you got half your crew with you on there. It's annoying and it's so disrespectful. And a lot of artists don't put any effort into thinking about their live performance. Sit back for a little while and see great people and how they get on stage and have presence. I can tell you about the AKAs and the Caspers. You go to their shows, you go home, you feel satisfied. And for a lot of, especially up-and-coming artists, take advantage. You cry for bookings, you want to be on stage, you get given the opportunity and you get there and it's a dud. And that's very, very annoying. So I'm going to leave you with that as the year-end gift from me to you is spend December at home, inside, practicing with your grandmother's remote and learn how to have some stage presence. Wankutla, what matters to Muchi is Lambora on stage. Yes, man.
What up, though? And welcome to this last session of Real Views. Not necessarily completely last, but just for the year. Because, of course, we are going to be coming back only with the POPcast next year. So what I decided is rather to, kind of give you something to look forward to, something for you to watch through this festive season. If you had watched How to Ruin Christmas, the wedding last year in December, you know exactly what you're going to expect. I just want to give a big shout out to Netflix for constantly supporting Black productions, because right now we are getting a sequel for this December. It is How to Ruin Christmas, the Funeral. So it sees the same family coming back again together. They are going to be combining, but this time to actually pay respects to one gogo of one of the families. And of course, mayhem is going to ensue. So I've seen the trailer. It does look exciting, especially if you were to look back at how the wedding season actually went through. I think it's going to be a spectacular performance. And of course, we are going to look forward to that. So 10th of December, it is going to be dropping. And again, to Netflix, number one, supporting the sequel for Happiness Ever After. And now with How to Ruin Christmas, I really think we've got a banger on our hands.
Week 3 of Artscape. No, it's a lot of weeks of Artscape, but it is week 3 where we feature the same exhibition, which is called Everything Was Beautiful and Nothing Hurt, right here on Artscape. The exhibition was held in Johannesburg, curated by Annelisa Mangu and a lady called, damn, forgot. Just let me read quickly. I'll get the name for you guys right now. There we go. Jonathan Blanche. Okay, sharp. So, umsebenzi endifuna uthetha ngawo namhlanje usuka ezandleni nasobuchopheni nasengqondweni yaka Craig. What's his name? His name is Craig Cameron McIntosh. Now, guys, sometimes, just like any other, like in music, you know, you might go out so much and watch people perform live, but you go a long stretch without finding something and discovering something new that really moves you. And then sometimes you do go out and after like toiling for a long time, you actually uncover something that really, really is special. Now, I'm not going to lie. This guy's work, Craig Cameron McIntosh. This piece is called Daniel in Silhouette. This is the piece that arrested me. I'll give it a moment of silence. The second piece from the same artist is called Kitso. Now, Craig Cameron McIntosh is obviously a white boy, but he definitely has a deep blue love for us, black people. Look at how he paints us. It looks like photos, bro. And this is oil on Italian cotton. Oil on Italian cotton. Issue. Now, previously, I was featuring 2 artists per segment. But Craig, wenza kakhulu, he does enough for 2 people. Like Ndikebile. I'm just going to feature him alone on this last segment. Damn! I'm definitely going to own this guy's work in future.